Never stop, keep rolling on. Pain drips like sweat fall.
Hey riders, good morning. January 18th, folks. It's a Saturday. Here we go. What's up today? It's 7:37 in the morning for me. I'm just watching my other stream here. Make sure I don't have any volume going to be echoing through. Guys, it's the final day. January 18th. The finale. Echelon Racing League. Inside Cycling World. That's what you're watching. My name's Colin. Welcome back to the channel, folks. So this is our sixth stage. And let me talk about that for a second here. Okay, sorry guys. Not what I wanted to be doing again. You guys need to be in here. That's where I want you. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay, this is looking good. Okay guys, so we did a 5-week stage series, and that was actually spread out over 6 weeks. We had a little bit of a break after our first stage. We started out with Golden Gate, moved on to Alcatraz AWOL, the Culture Ride, Coffee Trail in Colombia, and City Beach in Australia, I believe. And I've been here for all of them, and I've loved it. First thing I gotta say is thanks to Echelon Racing Promotions, Echelon Racing League, and Eric Hill for giving me a shot. Guys, I've been doing my commentary for quite a while now. If you jump to the Inside Cycling World channel, you'll find tons of race commentary, tons. Random races I've covered on both Ruby and my Whoosh. Just go to the live section, that's where all the races are. Some have been put over into the video section now, just because I find some people never look in the live section. But that's where they're all buried, right there. And they all go back through time. Yeah, so thanks, Eric, for having me on board. I'm glad you took a chance with me. I try to do this as best as I can. I make it fun. And also, I gotta say thanks to all of the riders that reached out to me. Like, I'm looking at the list here, like Jonathan Bisson, this guy's messaging me now. Like, Big Joe. Big Joe is messaging me now. I talk to Jose once in a while. I've had a few comments from him. Joe Meyer, he drops into the stream all the time. Usually when I'm doing other things, he'll jump in, or at the end of a stage, he'll just jump in, say hi, leave some comments. Dave Garge, same thing. If you know him, you go by Garge. Garge at large, folks, from New York City. Austin Urch, Bucky's enjoyer, apparently. Love it, man. So, backstory on that, folks. Let me just check my time here. 7:40. And we're just going down through the list here, folks. This was the final standings after stage 5. Let me get a quick drink of water here, folks. It's still early in the morning. Guzzle 3 cups of coffee. And the sad reality is I got up at 3:35. And I started thinking, I got to set up the stream. I got to do this. I got to move the studio around again. I don't have like a permanent studio. Oh yeah, let's not forget here too. There's the handlebar check from my buddy Steen. Right there, folks. Right there. We do that every video. So yeah, I start thinking about it. I got to move things around depending what I rode yesterday. Set up the OBS different. But yeah, thank you, Eric. Thank you all the riders and just everyone I've met here. So yeah, Jonathan, Jose, Joe Meyer, Dave Garge, Austin Urch, loves Bucky's, and has sent me so much good information. Guys, I'm doing lots of stuff here. I'm producing lots of videos. Check out my Call to Terminal video I did. I think I just released that last night. So guys, that one there, just on a side tangent, I'm gonna look at the camera. I did a flight sim video. So using Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 actually, because 2024 struggles a bit at times with the internet. And too cloud-based if you ask me. So we've been doing flight sims of the climbs. Oh, guys, button off the shirt. Oof. I need some cufflinks. Maybe I can get some My Whoosh official cufflinks. What do you guys think? And if My Whoosh, if you're watching, call me, bros. call me. I'm on standby. Anything you guys need for community racing, let's have a little discussion. I'm around for every community race, guys. Been off a little bit this week. Tour de Mons going on too. I've missed a few stages. I'm so far behind in my videos, I cannot get them done. So I said, I got to get these done. I'll be jumping back on. So Austin's here. Scott, I don't know Scott yet. Albert Chan, he's reached out to me as well. We've had a few discussions. Jeremy, all I know is that he's a strong racer in one of his events. I think it was Alcatraz AWOL. He was on a breakaway, you know, maybe 50, 100 meters out in front of the group, and he had a full disconnect. I think it was Jonathan that told me that. Both guys from the Quebec area. Martin Coffey, Daniel I've talked to as well. Yeah, so many of these riders. Marvin Angarita, yeah, I mean, absolute champion. We got Super J here. Cy Bradley, well, we all know Cy, right? Who else? Oh, Joseph Miller, this is JJ. Yeah, JJ Miller. He was racing under a different name, actually, because pseudonym, just in case. He's so famous that he has to hide his identity. But look at this, folks. 190 in the first week, took a couple weeks off, came back, smashed 200 points, first place last week. Brian Hawk here, isn't it Hockman? Boys in Motion, I believe. Jamie DeGuide, guys, checking times again. 7:43, I better jump in. But yeah, so many of these riders I've talked to. Guys, I feel like I know them all. I feel like I know them. Mike Avalis here. He's from Saskatoon, next province over. Let's get in. Ooh, wow, less than 1 minute to go. Cutting it kind of close there, folks. Let me just turn this one off, the window capture off, and there we go, folks. There we go. Let's click on my camera. No, do not do that. Camera, click. Let's move me over here, get my ugly face out of the way. Don't forget, folks, sponsored by Wahoo, Tacx, Shimano here. This is all in support of Project Echelon for disabled veterans. I want to say disabled, not disabled. These guys are killing it, getting equipped with hand bikes, things like that, so they can focus on physical and mental health. That's what this is all about. So thanks for everyone supporting. That's why we do this, folks. Let's get into the race. 3, 2, 1. It's bang bang time. Time for an absolute ring-a-ding dong dandy here, folks. So guys, it's been 5 weeks of all-out war, Watts apocalypses, the mothers of all bombs going off, maybe even the father of all bombs too. Remember that one? Qualifiers. Basically, it was a qualification system. You know, you needed to compete in an event, get qualified in a high enough position to show up for the final stage. This is winner takes all right here, folks. The previous 5 weeks, you can kind of throw that out now. We're starting fresh. You guys have all qualified. We do have our series leaders, Jonathan Bisson, great job. And all the other riders too. All the other riders. I look at these guys, yeah, I wouldn't stand a chance here. Having said that, I know my fitness is off right now. I'm trying to get back in shape. I've done way too much commentary for way too many events previously to this. And yeah, it hurts, man. It hurts. So it looks like we've got 26 riders here today. Numbers are probably slightly down from before. I'm not sure why, but interesting to see that. What we'll do too is when B's done, depending how it's playing out, depending who's where, I'll jump to C because I have covered the C guys a little bit. The B ladies I did cover slightly at the very beginning, but they've been moved up to the same. I'm not sure if they are this week or not, but they got put with the elite ladies just to go, you know, fill out the field a little bit, get more numbers in there. Here's Austin right now. Guys, don't forget, so today, Ghent Belgium. Yes, Austin, perfect dude. I know when someone watches my stream because of stuff like that. So, Ghent Belgium, 3 laps. Prepare to be brutalized here, folks. We got 2 climbs, and I gotta say, I give credit where credit is due. Someone's already stretching. Someone is already stretching it out. I never want to take credit for what other people do for me. I'm the king of the shout-out. Austin Urch, Bucky's Enjoyer, messaged me yesterday. If you guys don't know what that is, well, guess who does? Right here, folks. Brent Sensenig is here as well. Great stuff. I think he took last week off, but did watch the stream. Bryant Kelly, we've seen that name. Martin Coffey again. Kyle Fry. Jonathan Besson. Eric Lehman. I'll have to think deep into the vaults here. I may have to check the vaults, the archive over in that direction of the 10 by 10 by approximately 10 cube of cycling domination today. To see if I remember who Eric is. I just lost train of thought there. But yeah, so let's go back to Austin for a second. He messaged me out of the blue last night. Maybe late last afternoon. I was in the Collins Relaxation Center. It's like a spa. And by a spa, I mean not even the opposite of a spa. And he sent me from my Coles app the 2 climbs today. So we're taking on, and guys, I don't know if it's exactly the same, but we're taking on the Koppenberg and the Eikenberg. 2 brutal climbs. And, you know, I like to say things are going to get smashed apart. Oh, it's going to be beyond smash today, folks. It's going to be like a power bomb from WWF days. That's what it's going to be like, folks. Just lifted right up into the air and smashed down. I forget whose move that was. They've all had a take on it. Chris Evans here in the mix too. Okay, that name's really familiar to me as well. He's been around a lot. I think I know another Chris Evans, but Canadian-based dude. Ride with him on a different platform. He's in my Discord. Hey guys, there's a Discord, Inside Cycling World. Check it out. There's my Whoosh in there. We got Ruby in there. We got Swift in there. We got it all. Jump on in. Drop me some comments. I am going to take a look at my... I just got to make sure everything's looking good here, folks. Streaming studio. Okay, so we are up and running. I don't know why it's saying it's not getting enough data, but I think we're good, folks. Sometimes it does that, and it's not true. So let me just back up here a little bit. I should have really good stream right now, but it's not looking about. Good thing, guys, is I record all of these, so if things are kind of hung up a little bit, okay, I can see the stream perfect. It's just my OBS studio here and my YouTube studio. Not sure why, but I'm watching the stream right now on the backup laptop. If you can see that, there you guys are. Check it out. So that's what I'm watching. But I'm watching it over here. Here we go. Now the viewers are popping in. Kind of goofy. You never know what YouTube's going to do sometimes. Here's our first climb up the Koppenberg, folks. Yeah, so I think it's Koppenberg first, then Eikenberg. Look at this, 16% grading here. Prepare for, yeah, a lot of misery here, folks. Go on the attacks. Whittle the field down. This group of 26, we're probably going to lose 4 or 5 riders right away, is my guess. But yeah, these guys are looking good right now. It's stretching out now, folks. Stretching out. Let me... there we go. I thought I had no camera control there for a second, folks. I thought I had no camera control. Wouldn't have been happy with that. Let's just have a little... So these are the riders that are just kind of slipping off the back. They're going to have to recover quickly. Looks like Eric's kind of stalled out here. We're going to bounce up to Joji Ishikawa. Moving up to Joji. I wonder if... I think I can probably turn that off. And yes, I do. Okay, I wasn't sure about that, riders, if I had full camera control when I didn't have that window open. So I don't even need that window open. Let's have a look at the riders here. Daniel Neusbauer. Probably brutalizing that name. Let's go up in the sky a little bit, folks. We're going to get a little bit high here. And actually what we should do, 12% gradient, let's get low. Then you'll really feel the gradient here, folks. Going up the cobbles here. Awesome stuff. Like, I mean, look at the gradient here, folks. Huge gradient. Feels torn apart already. Brian Kellison. Okay, so I'm going to guess it was Dave last week telling me that, I think it was Dave, saying that Brian Kellison showed up last week. Oh yeah, Jose Montero Oviedo smashing at the front today, folks. Putting his Colombian climbing power to the test here. Showing people how it's done. Who's going to hang on? We got Hughes here. Kyle Fry, Jonathan, 3 Canadians chasing after the Colombian. He's like, guys, do not follow me. Do not follow me. Jose finished second in the 5-week series overall, right behind Joe Besson here. But I'm pretty sure it was Dave last week telling me this guy back here. Where is he? Brian. Pretty sure he was telling me last week Brian Kellison could show up and put the hurt on everyone. But he was kind of riding pretty chill. Here's Albert Chan. Good to see you, dude. Bryant, Kelly Joseph Paulson. Yeah, guys, look at this. There was 26 going into the hill. 14, maybe 15 left. Brent's trying hard to get back on. Brent, dude, smash it now, dude. Smash it now. If they let off, you'll get back on. You're going to carry speed up behind them as they're doing the accordion smash into the next climb. Remember, folks, there's going to be these 2 climbs every lap for 3 laps. This is going to be painful here. Andre Baldi just getting back on. Nice work, dude. Nice work. Pushing 5 watts a kilo, though, just to dig back on. He's back on now, just as we pass under the My Whoosh banner here. I will be getting a feeling as to where the finish line is. We're only 4.4 kilometers in. So we're looking at 12.5 kilometer laps here. Heart rate 175 on Andre. And here's Dave. Just in the pack, cruising right now, recovering, getting ready for the next effort. Guys, this is insane. We've got 14 left in the front group, and we're less than 5 kilometers in. Less than 5 kilometers in, 14 riders left in the front group. Your finale champion is here, folks. And here we start. Here we go. Check out the waterfalls to the side, folks. I love it. Let's hang out with Jeremy for a second here. Check out Jeremy. Check out the pack. Little zoom around. I love the glowing wheels. I love the cosmetics, guys. I love them. Hey, and yeah, when are we getting season 2? You can just see, is that Brent? Yeah, I think that's Brent in the background. He's looking at them. He's like desperately thinking, how can I claw my way back on? How can I get back on? Oh, yeah. Martin Coffey, emoting. Love it, dude. I think that was him anyways. We'll say it was. Let's just pretend we didn't see it and say it was. Joe Meyer in the mix. Joe finished 3rd overall in the 5-week series, so totally a contender for today. Big contender. Starting to take on the next climb. This should be the Eikenberg. Both those climbs came in the first third of the lap. So, yeah, you're just getting started. Hopefully all these guys warmed up well. And we're going to lose people again. Actually, look at this. Big Joe's sitting on the back here. Maybe this is not his thing today. Maybe he's... is that Joe there? It's Andre. Andre's slipping off the back. But Joe is just sitting on the back with Super J. Super J hanging there, man. Joe moving his way up. He realizes the brakes are going to happen. If you let a rider in front of you leave a gap, you're out the back. And it's over. So Joe had to react there. Martin Coffey's reacting here. 7 watts a kilo. Dave pushing hard here. 6 watts. Chris Evans, 7.5 watts. It's going to be that all uphill. Joe Meyer getting it done. Hugh here as well. Jeremy. I wonder if we might see a wild card dark horse winner today. I mean, could Jeremy pull something like that off? I think he has the talent. I think he has the ability. He just needs to get away. Who is this character here? Michael Brown. Michael Brown. Interesting. This might be... Obviously, Michael Brown must have shown up in one of the earlier events. I just don't remember the name offhand. Yeah, I'm so glad I don't need to have the... Guys, yeah, total amateur hour over here calling it Inside Cycling World. I thought I had to have at the bottom of the screen. I thought that had to be open for me to use the camera. It doesn't. It's all controlled by the keypad. I'm like the pro photographer here, pro cameraman. I've always wanted to be able to do this. Ooh, I see an attack going off now. Who's going? Someone's moving up to the front real quick. Jose? Austin's there too. Austin, yeah, man. No guts, no glory. It's Jonathan at the front today. Jonathan's going to push ahead, hurt these guys, drift back. Jonathan's specialty is time trialing, so smart move. We see a lot of more bigger, more powerful riders do this. Attack the climb early so that they can do the old drift back. And guys... The first place you're going to hear about people talking about that is Robbie McEwen back in the days. You know, when Robbie was the king of the sprints, the king of the green jersey. He's got a great book, by the way, folks. Love that dude. Love his commentary. Just says it how it is. And we should be able to say how it is sometimes, right? So, Jonathan, I think here is doing the old drift back. The Robbie McEwen, just fall back, use the riders, tag onto each one, tag on. Even though there's not much draft, there's a lot of mental draft going on. That's what I call it. Check this out. Wow. Hugh pushing at the front with Jeremy. Do they have a plan here? Some of these guys are teammates and do ride together. Not sure if these are, but why do we have 3 Canadians sitting on the front, guys? Speaking of that, folks, I think the all of these events, you had to ride at least one to get qualified for the USA and the Canadian Esports Championships. Those are coming up not too far in the future. Hoping I can be involved with them somehow. Why don't you guys leave some comments down below if you can. If you're a rider in this and you liked what I've been doing, please just drop a comment down below and say, yeah, man, I want Colin doing some more commentary for us. Let's have a little zoom in here on Hugh. So Austin's in the mix. Great job. He loves Bucky's. Like I told him. And, you know, when I saw his Discord name, I'm like, Bucky's. If I didn't watch one of my... guys, I don't really gamble. I don't play the slots. But I have people on YouTube who I will watch for hours on end and play slots. They travel to Vegas. They're mostly from the UK. I just like their little vacations they get to go on, blow money, eat good food, travel, you know, Vegas. Jose back at the front too. And, wow, train of thought, beep boop, gone. Yeah, we'll just park that there for now. It'll come back up, folks. So essentially, it's those two climbs you got to watch out for. It's generally flat now. We're on Hugh here. Oh yeah, back to Austin. So yeah, train of thought restored. We're back, folks. Sip of water, I'll tell you a story. So I had this dude named Bucky's Enjoyer messaging my Discord, the Inside Cycling World Discord. Please join. There's a link in the video somewhere. I think there is. If there's not, just message me. Guys, if you message me, I will respond. There's no time off for me. I do this all the time. My wife hates me for it, but that's besides the point. Bucky's Enjoyer messaged me. I'm like, and then he said something one day about, hey man, yeah, it's so great to see where I see Jonathan's on the attack right now. Jonathan's going. Jonathan is going already, folks. Let's do a little spin around here. I noticed today my PC's acting a little choppy, folks. That's my fault on my end. Usually a lot smoother. I wonder if my PC is doing some kind of weird update in the background. That's what I'm kind of guessing right now. So Jonathan here has just pushed out ahead. He's just trying them out here, folks. Jonathan's up front, and we've got a group of 7 or 8 riders, and that's all that's left. Jeremy's there too. Joe Meyer's in the mix. I knew Joe would be there. We're down to 9 in the front group. We're not even done the first lap. We are 3/4 of the way through the first lap right now. Just checking out Joe here for a second. Have a little look at Joe. Zoom out. He's in the white jersey here. Let's whip back around. Oh yeah. Chris Evans, Michael Brown, Jeremy. Okay, looking good. See, now you can get a good look at here. Here's the group. It's really strung out right now. 40K an hour. Here's Michael Brown. Chris Evans is realizing, I gotta go. He realizes the gap's opening. Joe is gonna have to react now too. Joe, dig deep, bro, dig deep. This is the finale. I think Joe, I'm willing him forward. 8.5 watts a kilo. Attack, Joe, attack. Get back on. Look at the field strung out. Jonathan has blown the field apart. Absolute malfunction at the junction right now here, riders, and a total ring-a-ding-dong-dandy again. That's what happens over here, folks. Incredible racing, incredible athletes. Now, there's a second group forming here now. We've got 7 riders in that group. We got 2 off the front. Someone's trying to bridge across. I was going to say, is it Jose? These 2 here finished 1-2 in the championships. I think Jose, and with Jonathan being on at the top, silver on the podium would be Jose. I think Jose is out for vengeance today. He's like, okay, man, you got me on this. You won the battle, but not the war. So that's where I think we're at there. Now, is Jose going to try to slow it down? That would be to the benefit of those behind. They got a 4-second gap now. Interesting stuff, folks. Live chat's not even turned on over here. Let's get to live chat. I think things are finally getting properly hooked up here with YouTube again. Jennifer Robinson's here. Hey, Colin, lots of Canadians in this race today. Love your commentary, races do. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Trying to make this a thing I do. I'm trying as hard as I can. I'm trying to get people to notice me. I do my commentary maybe a little bit different. Maybe my goofy stories. the pigs, the cold. We just had some cold blow in a couple days ago, guys. I went outside this morning, and it's not that cold. It's not. So these are for my other friends around the world. It's currently minus 22 Celsius, which is not that bad for January. Actually, minus 23 Celsius. That puts us at minus 10 Fahrenheit. So cold, but not that cold. And the two up front are starting to walk away, folks. They have an 11-second gap. Has the 7 behind decided that's it, man? These 7 might be battling for third place overall. But I can see it potentially coming back together. We still got 2 full laps to go with 2 more ascents each of the Koppenberg and the Eikenberg. Guys, if you're not on My Coals, it's an app you can get. I think it's only a mobile app. So when you do this route, it'll show up as Koppenberg, My Whoosh. Eikenberg, My Whoosh. So I think it's a slight variation on the climb. Obviously, it's not going to be in probably a real world location. Oh, okay, Jennifer. Thanks for pointing that out there. Awesome stuff. So, Jennifer, I wouldn't have known that, but I do know your husband, Hutch. Yeah, Hutch Robinson, and you guys are out in New Brunswick, I believe. Almost positive. I think last week, it was Hutch was the last rider I was focusing on before I had to take off, and I think I jumped into the C category last week. I believe so. How's the weather out there, Jennifer? So, Jennifer and Hutch, that's her husband, he's raced here in Echelon. Let's get back to the front, folks. Wow, 15-second gap. Jose is on a mission today, folks. Jonathan watching every mood. They live on the east side of Canada, way over in the Maritimes. Very beautiful part of the world, New Brunswick. You know, it's kind of like that whole maritime fishing, Maine, if you're from the States. It's very fishing based. They've had struggles over the years too with fishing, the fisheries dying, overfishing, other countries coming in, stealing our fish. Don't be doing that. Illegally fishing in our waters. But beautiful scenery there. They get a lot more snow than we do out here. So I don't think we've had a lot of snow this year, although we are on average. Because people are like, man, we've had no snow. We got a ton of snow early on. And people have forgotten about that already. I love weather. I love geography. I love geology. And I love cycling. So you get a bit of that in every one of my videos. The things I'm getting up to outside. My training. Other videos I do on my channel. Guys, my channel is full of content. I'm trying to do more commentary. I try to make commentary my thing. That's probably my favorite thing to do. Got some flamingos in the water here on the left-hand side. I hope you can see them there. Let's have a little gander. There they are. It's like a nature tour too. I think there's a hippopotamus in the water. I'll try to do my best. What's the old guy on National Geographic? Here we see the flamingos feeding on the wildlife in the water. You know, talking about that old dude. Yeah. I think we hang a hard left here coming up. Pretty sure. Good douche. That's what I say when I've got something right for once in my life. Doesn't happen that often. Oh, sorry, folks. That's me clipping through because I had terrible camera control there. It's kind of merging through the rock, the stonework, shall we call it, here in beautiful Belgium. Now that these two are up front with a 21-second gap. Yep, Jennifer here in Moncton, New Brunswick, so I did remember that. Expected to get a big snowstorm on Sunday. We're going to get out on the fat bikes today. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I don't know, like, we had our cold weather blow in Thursday night. Like, I think we were 7 degrees Celsius. So Americans, 45, something like that. And then it just cratered overnight. Wasn't that bad yesterday, minus 8 Celsius, and then just dropped again. But you know what? If it's nowhere near minus 30, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. We're going to back up here now. Here's Jeremy, Chris Evans, Kyle, Joe Meyer. I think there should be 5 or 6 riders in this group. Yeah, here's our 6 riders. Oh, 7 riders. That's right. We had 9. So we got 7 in this group, 2 way up the road, and I'm looking up the road. Yeah, they'll be around that corner. Austin still in the mix. Nice job, Austin. Bouncing back 22 seconds. Smaller field today. I should be able to bounce around a bit more. We got Martin Coffey and Jamie Dumper here. 2 riders plus Dave Garge. Oh, Dave's just slipping off the back here a little bit. Come on, Dave. Moving a little bit further back, we've got Daniel Neusbauer here. 13th place at the moment with Super J. Jamil Elia L. That's 13th and 14th position. Riding nice, both pushing 3.5, 4 watts a kilo here. Bouncing back another 30 seconds, we got Andre, I should say. Let's hope we don't get any weird pop in here. Bryant Kelly. Oh, they're right on Andre's wheel. So these three are going to come back together. We got Bryant, Albert Chan here. This is Albert right here. Let's have a little look at Albert. Looking great in that jersey. It's kind of got that old Lavie Claire team look to it, right? I like that jersey. Joseph Paulson, and I know this name too. I think we've discussed stuff before. Here's Brian Kellison. A little pop in there, folks. Let me just get the camera up. I think I was a little low. Brent Sensenig is with Brian. Good wheel to have there, Brent. Randall Warren with Joji Ishikawa. Then we got Jeffrey Morton. That might be a new name too. He's going to try to get out of the trees there, folks. Oop, I'm using the wrong camera control there. Jeff DeGuide in 24th place. Eric Lehman has encountered a problem and is now floating in space, currently on the hill at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was attacking the hill so hard he snapped his chain in two. That's my story. Until someone proves it otherwise, that's the reality we're living in today, folks. Wow, folks, look at this here. This is a really good showing here by the US and the Canadians. They're taking this event very seriously. We've got the one interloper here. Wow, this is pretty cool, actually. In our top 9, looks like 4 Canadians, 4 Americans, and the solo Colombian, who has a very good chance of winning this today, folks. Ooh, here we go again, folks. We're going up it again. So this looks like, I believe this is the Koppenberg again. Where we should top out around 16%. 15.9, I believe. 16.2, 0.5. Great stuff. I can imagine back in the days, Tom Bonin just absolutely smashing this. I wonder if this is the one that Cancellara just kind of rode away from everyone. Do you guys remember that? He rode away from everyone. Do you guys remember that? I loved watching the video. It's kind of mind-blowing. Here's Eric Lehman. Broke his chain. He's sitting on the side of the road. He's okay, though. He's grabbed a coffee somewhere nearby. He's like, what can I do? No team cars nearby, so he's just parked it for the day here. Jose attacking hard. Jonathan hanging right in there, folks. They've got a 26-second gap. That's going to come down a little bit here as they're climbing, and the group behind is still on the flats. Ooh, they're catching too. They can see them up ahead now. This is really cool to see this. 2 riders up there. Let's have a quick peek. We're going to look back from Jonathan here. Looking back from Jonathan, you'll see the riders behind. There they are. There they are, folks. Is it going to come back together? I can say as well that I can tell my PC's running better now. I noticed before mine was getting a little bit choppy. I don't know why. I think my machine might be doing a huge update right now. I usually run at a solid 30 frames per second, and I'm not right now. So something's going on here. For me, this is all my end, folks. Microsoft could be forcing an update on me and it's trying to update in the background. I don't know. But yeah, that's just reality. And actually, you could see my frames per second. I just noticed that. Top right-hand corner of the stream here, you can see it. I'm actually looking back at the OBS now to make sure I'm not off camera. I'm doing okay. Guys, I do this all the time. I do a lot of rides. I do a lot of group rides. I stream them all. When you're doing a My Work live workout with a coach, best workouts out there, folks. That's kind of how I do my live streams. When I'm riding, I'm on camera just like you would see one of those coaches. And it's just the way I did it. I thought, well, yeah, this is how you do it, right? So I have myself on screen. I'm actually doing 2 cameras now, just so you can take more of this in. Yeah, close your eyes, folks. Close your eyes. So yeah, I'm on screen. 2 cameras now. I might just change that out to 1. And I talk about the ride, talk to people on the ride, talk about what's going on, sometimes world events, whatever you're into. So jump into those live streams. Oh yes, folks, look at this. We're down to 7 seconds. Look at them, they're right there. They're pulling them back slowly. So, and we got another climb coming. We got another one. We got another an absolute banger. And by banger, if you're from the UK, I do not mean sausages. Okay, yep, the next climb's coming. Eikenberg's coming up. I remember this banner from before. We're on Hugh right now. Jonathan at the front with Jose just eyeballing each other. Like, who's going to make the move here? Jean-Pierre Pinochet, hey Colin, when is the next race on Ruby? Great experience yesterday on the group ride. Perfect timing here, guy. Jean-Pierre Pinochet, I think we just became friends on Strava, maybe it was Ruby, I don't know. Guys, message me anything you want. Send me messages. I want to know the racers. I like to know details about the racers. I like to know their backgrounds. I like to know where you're from. It only enhances the race commentary. It's amazing the amount of people I've met on here. What a great experience doing this Echelon. What a great organization. And guys, just the backstory. I saw it happening. I've only been on my whoosh since October. Climbing Eikenberg next, folks. And I saw it and I just said, okay, what's this all about? Got online, looked. I said, who's the owner? Who's the owner? Who's the prez? Eric Hill. Hey Eric, my name's Colin. Here's my channel. Please check out one of my videos, and he said, absolutely, dude, you can help us out. So thank you so much, Eric, for that. And that's how I'm here, folks. But I do take my time to learn about all these cyclists. I haven't been around that long doing this. I've spent most of my time over on Ruby. And so that's what's really cool right now in the live chat. Jean-Pierre Pinochet is saying how much of a great experience he had at my group ride yesterday as I was just talking about it. So, yep, Strava. Hey, Jean, so do you like the format of the group rides I do? Let me know in the details there. So he's from, well, I thought he said he was from Lima, Peru. But he's taken that away for some reason. Maybe he's correcting it now, saying maybe he lives just, yeah, okay, he does say Lima, Peru. I did see that yesterday too, dude. So I kind of do group rides all the time. A Tuesday, a Thursday, I started doing a Friday. Sometimes I do a longer one on Saturdays or Sundays. A couple weeks back, guys. So we got a 4-second gap here. It's all coming back together, riders. The hills have hurt. The hills have hurt. The front two are like, yeah, we need to maybe get back into the fold, recover, rest a little bit. Maybe that's what's going on here. Yeah, so 2 weekends ago, 2 weeks tomorrow, I believe it was, we did Indian Wells, Salton Sea, 90K ride. I didn't invite anyone. People showed up. I kind of just do them whenever. I don't want to interfere with any of the race schedules. So obviously, Indian Wells, Salton Sea, different platform. But yeah, so I'm on screen. And actually, I don't think I streamed that one. But, yeah, Jean-Pierre, you're saying, I thought it was just a friendly group ride, but not. Yeah, dude, that's kind of the same on all the platforms, right? You think it's a group ride. Urban cycling here over on the left. See that little building there? Like group rides are notorious for that. So, actually, if you want a good group ride, you can check it out. There's a Monday ride that I do. I'm in it. I'm not racing, but we put a twist to it. We wanted it to be a Monday recovery ride. Everyone's racing. Everyone's smashing 6-7 watts a kilo, attacking. Guys, let's bring it back. Let's dial it down a few notches. Let's reel it in. Attacks going again here, folks. Pushing over the top. It's going to fall apart. So we did have 9 riders. Austin's out the back. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there, Austin. We need some Bucky's supplements right now. Chris Evans out the back, too. Joe Meyer hanging on. Joe's hanging on. 3rd in the series. Yeah, so our group ride, what we did, through a platform called Nightior. It's great for scoring your events. I know the guy personally. Solid dude. I call him the Nightior dude, a.k.a. the Nightior dude, because I didn't know his name at the time. And I'm sticking with that name now. His name's David. Jonathan on the front again. He's trying to go over the hill first. Get over the hill first. then he's in control, folks. He's not chasing from the back. 3 Canadians at the front, being chased by Michael Brown, Hugh, a 4th Canadian, Joe Meyer on the back. Jose, 7th rider in this group. Very interesting stuff here, folks. It's all going to come down to that last lap. They're all catching their breaths now. All must have massive heart rates right now. High 170s for all these riders. 181 for Kyle Fry. Michael Brown, 163. Jose, 175, folks. I love seeing the heart rate too. Yeah, it's good to know that data, folks. Really good to know that data. Other platforms, sometimes they won't let you see the data. So I'm kind of like, well, when I do my group rides and I race, everyone can see my heart rate. Guys, I can bang out 195 still. Maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe I'm ready to die. Guys, we're flying here down this hill right now. Currently cruising along at 53k an hour. Actually, I think it was about a year ago I tickled 198, a little bit sick. Lately, my fitness is way down, way down. And when I say my fitness is down, kind of like my best fitness, I think, is these guys riding chill. Like, to be honest. Let's just be honest, folks. I think when I'm riding strong, a good day, 3, 3.2, of course it depends on the ride. If you give me a really short hill climb, say 10 kilometers with, say, 300 or 400 meters of climbing, I can probably average, I don't know, 3.5, 3.6 watts a kilo. I don't know. It just depends on the stage, how I feel that day. What did I eat? Am I hydrated? Is my room cool enough? All that kind of good stuff. But yeah, my fitness levels are cratered right now, so I'm trying to work on getting those back, doing lots more riding, and I'm kind of focusing on long rides, just getting that endurance back. So that's why I've been doing these longer group rides. Yeah, so Jean-Pierre here, Pinochet saying he thought it was a friendly group ride. It became a war out there. And that was the Friday event. So I'm just chilling out, doing my thing, probably riding 2.5, 2.6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. And there's a war at the front that I don't even see. But I am talking. I am streaming the whole way. You'll never find me doing a video where I'm not talking. Because to me, boring. Jeremy. Remember how I said Jeremy might be our wild card today? He's quickly got a 2-second lead here. Fascinating. Jeremy, I hope your internet holds up. Because that's what happened last time. You had some kind of weird disconnect. Take a look at that, folks. Jeremy is on the attack here. We're going to zip back a little bit. Have a little peek. He's out to a 4-second gap here right now. Oof. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a long ways to go. He's still got 16 kilometers of riding to do. Maybe he's feeling really, really strong and confident today. We're just going to like zoom out a little bit from him, see what we can see. They're just racing around the corner now. Good stuff. Good stuff here, folks. So we still have, what do we have left? Joe's still in it. Basically have 7 riders that are in it. In it for the win, folks. 7 riders in it for the win. I'm just going to stay here. I want to see if we can see the other riders coming around the corner at all. I would be looking for Chris Evans next. My Whoosh HD has incredible drawing. I mean, guys, you got to realize when you're looking at this here too, you can see the detail in the foliage. You can see leaves falling from the trees. For your best experience, I would say get yourself, I don't think you need much more than, say, a mid-level PC. That's about it. You don't need a brand new state-of-the-art with the best RTX game card, because I don't have it. My machine is only 4 or 5 months old. I think it does this justice. Does not hurt it. I've seen other videos where I'm like, oh. I mean, really nice water effects here. Really well done. And stuff in the background, stuff to keep your mind busy as you're riding too. You know, like if you're doing circuits, it'll keep you busy. Yeah, Jeremy. Moving. How did he open up 15 seconds? How did he open it up? Now, our teammates in here are going to start slowing things down. That's a possibility, right? There might be some guys in this second group of 6 now that might be trying to slow it down. Like, hey man, we got our boy up front. We got our bro up there. Here, we're going to hang a hard left. Let's zoom around. Oh yeah, check that out. Okay, I went too far. Sorry, folks. Jeremy is up the road. Dude, I am pulling for this dude so bad. I think I've followed him on Facebook. He doesn't know me from a hole in the ground. I've said his name quite a few times. Jeremy, get it, dude. I love a breakaway. I love the strong man going off the front. Jose is now saying, okay, dudes. Okay, I see what you're up to. I'm going to up the pace. You're going to have to start following me now. Because if he does have teammates there, and I'm positive he does, they're going to say, okay, dude, it's up to you. We got our boy up the road. It's up to you. So they forced Jose's hand here. Yeah, Jean-Pierre, the new braking feature on Ruby. Dude, I don't know. I'm not sure. I just let off pedaling. I know some guys are actually... I think you can use a smart bike on that platform anyway. I'm not referring to my whoosh here. And you can kind of use your brakes on the smart bike. And you can build resistance to kind of give you like an extra boost out of the corner. And I'm like, really? That just doesn't seem legit to me. And I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'll ask some questions in the Discord and find out. Yeah, dude, you might as well just start pedaling in the corners. But then again, I know what you're saying. If you keep pedaling in the corner, you keep your power high, I guess. So when the braking does come off, you're not doing 0 watts. Make sense? I guess. That's my only advice there. I don't think braking's been implemented very well, and I think it should be disabled for now. That's my opinion. There's been some teleporting going on at races. Something needs to be... They need more beta testing. So yeah, Jeremy's on a flyer here, folks. He'll be starting the 3rd lap soon. I'm looking for the banner right now. Remember, each lap's about 12 kilometers, so he will be coming up to it very, very quick. I think we take a hard left here at the statue. And Gadoosh. Starting to memorize the courses, folks. And that's what I really like. Jennifer saying, out of sight, Jeremy's on a heater. Yes, indeed. Guys, this brings me back to back in my days of dog sled racing. Yes, folks, I am a Canadian. We all don't do it. Don't get that wrong, folks. But I did. And I followed dog sled racing so much. Basically, you become like a shadow. You're like a ghost. That's what Jeremy's doing right now. He's out of sight, out of mind, just as Jennifer says here. The other riders are like, well, where is he? What is he doing? They kind of know. And in dog mushing, it was like insane what the tactics they pull off. So if you know dog mushing at all, you have checkpoints. And I'm talking about the Iditarod, the Yukon Quest, the Canadian Challenge in Saskatchewan. There's lots of races. There's the John Bear Grease Marathon in Michigan. Some of the classic state, bigger races, they have checkpoints. You get time between checkpoints. So you'll be in a checkpoint. You're resting. You see your competitor come through and you look at him and he doesn't stop. You're all rested up. Like your dogs are sleeping. You're relaxing. Your competitor goes through the checkpoint, goes around the trail, and vanishes, becomes a ghost. In your mind, you're like, okay, now he's ahead of me. What's going on? What do I do? What do I do? I'm in the middle of my break. I'm planned to be here for another 3 hours still. Back in the old days of dog mushing, it was kind of 4 on, 4 off. That's what you train your dogs to do. So you run 4 hours, you rest 4 hours. And the dogs are capable of it, trust me. So these guys would go through a camp, look at their competitor who's resting, give him a little wave maybe stop for 30 seconds, sign in. You got to sign in at the checkpoints. They check your bag, make sure you got everything you need. Then those sneaky dudes that were not stopped would go down the trail a mile, and then they would camp out. And that would leave the competitor that's camping at the checkpoint panic, going, oh my, he's out. I don't know where he is. What is he doing? Oh my, he's like a ghost. He's like a shadow. They break their camp, race a mile out of town, and see their competitor there. And then they got to pretend like, hey man, I had that planned anyways, even though they just cut their rest short to see what their competitor was doing. Yeah, so cool. I love it. And actually, way back in the day, from Quebec itself, there was a total dark horse. Gonna just bounce back here, guys. Here's our second group. So I'm just gonna look at some of the landscape here. What am I looking at? So we've got like a start pen coming up ahead of us on the mini map. This we got like the double barriers here, the my whoosh symbol. So when we bounce back to Jonathan now, yeah, we're still a ways off. See what Jeremy's doing? Jeremy's gonna hang a hard left, okay? Got a 46-second lead. Jonathan, look at him, he's on the front. Less than 3 watts a kilo at times, folks. They must be teammates. They must be. Trying to force Jose to do all the work. Jose and the Americans here. Michael, Joe Meyer, they're just letting Jeremy walk away. I guess the intent here, folks, is to bring it all back on the final 2 climbs. These guys are going to have to put in a monumental effort. I can see another rider just floating a little bit further back. That must be Chris Evans. He can see them. He can see the group. And Austin here. My boy, Austin, he sent me so much info. Thank you again, Austin. Bucky's enjoyer. Oh, that's my story. Yeah, my favorite YouTube slot guy that goes to Vegas all the time. He did a trip across America. It was called Bridger Across America. His channel is Matt Bridger. He traveled all across the U.S., I think, for 3 weeks, hitting tons of different casinos. And that was one of the big stops, is that he had to go to a Buc-ee's. That's where I first learned about Buc-ee's. And they went to this gigantic one that had like, I don't know, like 100 gas pumps. Like the world's biggest car stop, I guess, if you want to call it that. Jeremy at the front. Jonathan here. A lot of high 2s, 3 watts per kilo out of Jonathan. Just doing enough, making Jose go back to the front again. Wow, fascinating. Yeah, Jeremy's gone, folks. Jeremy is gone. Cheering for him all the way. Starting the final ascent up the Koppenberg here. We're on lap 3 of 3, pushing 4 watts a kilo. Back here, guys are like sub 3 watts per kilo now. I think, guys, if we're going to go, we need to go. Jeremy attacking 5 watts a kilo. This could really come down fast. This is what happened last time. We had Jose and Jonathan out front, and the group brought it back. Smaller group now chasing too. Kyle Fry, second place. So at this point, Jeremy still has a 1-minute lead. Let's have a little look back here, folks. We can still see Eric Lehman parked on the side of the road up ahead. Not to pick on Eric, but his avatar is still there. Broken chain. Where are those riders? Can we see them coming, folks? Can we see them coming? If I drop down here, maybe I can give you guys a better look at the road. Oh, look at this camera control here. Incredible. Actually, I can't even see them yet. Can't see them yet. What we'll do is we're going to bounce back to Chris Evans, who looked like he's leading the charge. Here's Eric. Broken chain. He's pretty mellow about it, eh? He's not throwing his bike around like I would be. Yeah, I cannot see them. I think I might have just seen the barrier. They raced through that blue barrier. Let's have a whip around here. They're just starting the climb now. You should see Eric just up ahead. Yeah, I can see Eric now just up ahead. Wow. I think Jeremy is over the... Okay, he's halfway up. The gap might come down really quick. Don't panic. Don't freak out for Jeremy here. I'd love to know how to say his last name. It's probably like Shakes. Shake? Something like that. Sorry, guys. My French is terrible. Bilingual Canada. Us out west, we barely speak French. Back east, definitely more bilingual than us. You will find places, though, where it's pretty much French only. If you were to go to Montreal, let's say you're from the States, and you're like, well, dude, I can't speak French. What do I do? It's going to be like, let's say you're going to check into a hotel there. You pull up, the dude, on the other side of the thing, you're checking in. You don't understand what you're talking about. The receptionist, whoever. Bonjour. And you're going to be like, hello? Hello, sir. They're fully fluent. They'll speak in both. That's just kind of their preference. Now, if you were to go more east to Quebec City, it might be French only. It's just the way it is. So be prepared. 34-second gap now. It's going to come way down, but soon as Jeremy's over the top here, he's going to hammer, and that gap is going to grow drastically. So let's pick a little landmark. I do this at all my races, folks, especially when I ride. Maybe we'll use that barrier up ahead there. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Even though he's still 1.5%. Let's use the black My Whoosh banner there. Because I think that's the very ultimate part of the top of the climb. We're going to use the black one here. Well, I guess it's black and yellow. It's a double black and yellow here. At this point, he's got a 28-second lead. Watch it grow now. 28, 27-second lead. They're still coming, though. Jeremy should be able to stretch this out again and be like hammering towards the Eikenberg. They'll be like just finishing up, I believe. Yeah, Jean-Pierre Punisher is saying Buc-ee's is an obligatory tourist stop. Yeah, dude, I've never been to one. I'm going to have to find one. Actually, I'm heading to Vegas on February 18th for something. I was going to say my birthday, but I lied about that. I don't like to announce my birthday, but I just said it. So we're heading down there. So look at this here. It's saying 35-second gap back now. Yeah. 35? 38? It's kind of weird how it does that. See, it's saying 38 seconds back to them, but then it's saying it's a minute this way from Jose. I think it's kind of almost calculating like the compression, you know, or the accordion effect, knowing that gap's going to come down quick now. Let's just have a look. So here's Jeremy flying down the hill, pushing 61 kilometers an hour right now, and he's keeping the power high. He is not slacking. He knows this is his chance, folks, to become the champion B category, Echelon Racing League. Here we go, bro. Here we go. Cheering you on. I've cheered you every race I've seen you, dude. Let's do it. Let's get it. I've seen you racing elsewhere too, dude. I've seen you. Joe Meyer. Okay, guys here are bringing like a lot more. Everyone's catching their breath here. Everyone's catching their breath. A lot more like, 0.5, 2 watts a kilo. Everyone's going a little bit mellow here. Do they have anything left to bring Jeremy back? Can Jeremy maintain this pace? Hey, check this banner out. It looks like a barn we're going through, like a barn cutout. That's interesting. I think it's really cool to learn the courses. You can tell when I go gadoosh when I see a corner. He's attacking the Eikenberg now. With the virtual courses, the graphics, it's really cool to get to know the courses. The other platform I ride is all video. And you don't really get to know the courses well because, to be honest, there's so many to ride, you don't have to ride the same one. Like, we're talking thousands of courses, right? So sometimes you never ride the same one. Okay, here they are, boys. At the bottom, they're coming through that same sign now. 35-second gap, it says. I wonder if they can see him at all. We're on a long bend to the left. They might just see him up in the distance. Let's see. Let's see if they can do this, folks. And we still have just over 7 kilometers to go. Jeremy's doing an incredible job. Will we see him climb? I see someone just coming on the back here, too. Is that Hugh? That was Chris Evans. Can we see Jeremy? Yeah, I think I see him there. Is that him right there, or is that a pedestrian? It might be just a fan. A screaming fan. No, that's him. We can see him now, folks. They are coming like a freight train. So Jeremy's just going under these lights and through that, looks like a candy cane type striped banner. I'm going to zip around here. Folks, they're coming. Coming fast. Jeremy, hold strong, bro. Stay on target. Red 5, stay on target. We are in the pipe 5x5, folks. Yes. That's how we do it. Okay, so there's the crowd jumping up and down. Just trying to get a little bit of a spin here. Can I see them? They're coming around the corner now. We can see them now. They can now see Jeremy. Blood is in the water, folks. Blood is in the water. But as John Pierre says here, he's gone. Yeah, I mean, he's got a good gap here. He's got a good gap. 25 seconds to go, 6.5 kilometers. Once he's over to the top, folks, he will be on the run for the border. Running for the border, run and gun. Let's go, Jeremy. Let's go, dude. I watched you crash out of that race. Whatever it was, internet, Wi-Fi, power interruption, when you were in the front. I've seen you race on other platforms. Dude, You're a hitter. We all know it. In fact, everyone up here is a hitter, folks. So with Jeremy on the fly here, we got 6 chasers. Here they are. Chris Evans, 3 seconds back. Chris has just fallen out. Austin is working his way up the hill now. Super J in a nice group with Daniel, Jamie Dumper, and Dave Garge. Dave Garge in the red here. Albert Chan is a minute back in the Team La Vie Claire lookalike jersey with Andre. That group caught Andre. That's what happened there. We got Bryant Kelly. Looks like he's not that far behind Albert. Martin Coffey chasing after Brian Kelly. Joseph Paulson coming up, just cresting the top of the Koppenberg now. Brian Kellison. Brent Sensenig. Jeffrey Morton riding with Randall Warren. Joji Ishikawa. And Jeff DeGuide. Jeff's moving. A little bit of pop in there, folks. Oh, I'm going to get popping now as I'm moving back. Let me catch up, folks. I just wanted to show everyone else. These guys showed up and made a race out of this one, folks. Here's Jose. Jose's got to go now. Kyle Fry's with him. 28 seconds up to Jeremy. Jeremy's like, yes, dude, I got this. I'm going. In his mind, he's saying, I got this, but also, do I got this? Yeah, dude, nice job. So there's that red and green banner back there. We're going to have a little peek. They just came through same, purpley, magenta-y, and green banner. I'm not colorblind. Just the way it looked at the time. Looks like someone's out the back here. We got 5 riders in this group. Kyle Fry, Michael Brown, Jose, Hugh, and Jonathan. Then it's Joe. Come on, Joe. Get it, Joe. Let me cheer Joe on. Guys, message me. Yeah. Am I biased? Sometimes. It's okay, though. I like everyone here. I cheer everyone on. So Joe is now getting back on, getting into the draft. So guys, Jeremy's in the front. We got 6 dudes chasing him. Jonathan, Michael Brown, Kyle Fry, Hugh, Jose Oviedo, and Joe Meyer. These guys are going to be racing for the other 2 positions on the podium. Jeremy is off to the races. He's on the bridges now. These guys are just coming up to the bridges shortly. They'll just be going across the water once they come down here through this banner. This bluey, yellowy banner. Yeah, so again, back to the virtual racing, the courses. You start to learn where the key points are, where you need to attack. And I like that. I like the little nicknames like Billy Bob's House or the Bike Shop Corner. You know, you kind of get to know what it is. Just looking at something here. Yep. I'm going to back up for a second, guys. I know what it is. I know what's going on here with my graphics. See back here with Dave, I'm a solid 30 frames per second. Up here, this is processing power, folks. Hang on. Okay, these guys are in it. 24 frames per second. Watch what happens when we go into this deep grass here. This stuff right here. I just noticed it. Frame drop. It's trying to draw in so much stuff. It's getting choppy. That's my machine not being able to handle it. I just noticed it before. I kind of thought it was just my machine. This is hard graphics to run here. Just so you guys know. That's what you're seeing. And it's just the way it is. I mean, you can still race on it. Jeremy is still getting through it. Frames are picking back up to a solid 30 frames per second now. Love it. Michael Brown here leading the way. Yeah. Chopping down here, folks. Chopping down. Should just pick right back up, so just deal with this for a second here. We've got 6 riders here still. Joe Meyer. Joe. Second place could be available. Let's get it. Joe. Big Joe. Yeah, Jonathan Bisson. His nickname is actually Joe. And I'm like, I would have thought maybe like Little John or John John. Kyle Fry putting an attack here, folks. Realizing now's the time. Jeremy only has 3.2 kilometers to go with a 20-second lead over Kyle Fry. Jonathan's reacting now too. Jonathan's going 7 watts a kilo. Probably comes to a time in the race when, you know, teams got to try to protect their guy out front. If that is one of his guys. I don't really know all the teams exactly, guys, but that's what it kind of looked like to me. It looks like Jonathan was holding back earlier. making Jose do more work to do the chasing. But at some point, you got to counter the moves and protect your own placement. So Jeremy's still riding strong here, 4 watts a kilo. Guys, they're not going to catch him. Unless they do something really incredible and Jeremy just falters, but solid 4 watts a kilo here. Right around 75 kilogram rider. Looking fantastic. This is where we're going to take a hard left coming up, kind of at these, gates, I guess. You can see there's two towers here, 2 round towers with the gateway to the city, I believe. Oh, we're actually going to go through it. We go through it, then we take a hard left at this banner here. Should be a hard left. Okay, didn't screw that up too bad, did I? And now we're going to bounce back to Jose so you can get a reference as to how far behind they are. They're not that far. Down to 20 seconds, guys. Kyle Fry keeps pushing on the front. He's pulling them back. Oh my, come on, Jeremy. Jeremy. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Okay. Jean-Pierre saying, I think Jose will attack at any moment. Well, dude, look at Kyle Fry attacking here. He's bringing them back. I mean, it's only 2 kilometers, but it's coming down now. Have a little peek back. Yep. It'd be nice if I used the right camera. So Jeremy's on just a, slightly false flatty down here. Let's have a look. Okay, he is rounding a corner. We're not going to see him here. Probably, maybe at the next straightaway. These guys need to get around that corner. And they might see him. So what I'm going to do is sit with these guys now. Here's Jose on the front. Let's bounce to Jose here. Can we see him up ahead? Might be able to see him. Okay, he's going under that bridge. He's going under that bridge. Let's get the camera around again. Sorry, I took the long way around, didn't I? If he's still on the straightaway now, and he's just turning. So he's got like 1 corner in between them, guys. Other races I talk about, 1 corner. I like to talk about 1 hill. I think I see them crossing the bridge that's behind him. I think I see him. Let's get the camera set up so that we can see this go down. They're going to see him now. They are going to see him now. Here, I will bring the camera down. You should see them come around that corner in the distance. I'm looking hard. They're on the same straightaway. They're popping in now. They are popping in now. We'll bounce back to Kyle here and see if Kyle can see him up ahead. He's got another corner, though. He's just vanishing around the left like a ghost. Yeah, he's gone again, folks. He's gone again. Now, here comes a long straightaway coming up. We're going to see him. We will see him. Yeah, so in other racing I cover, I always talk about getting a hill between yourself and the riders behind you. As you're going up, as you're going down, they're coming up. They never really know where you are. Ooh, he's just up ahead taking that left-hander right now. Got 1 more bridge at him. Guys, 600 meters to go. It's not doable now. We're going to be sprinting for 2nd and 3rd here. Jeremy, what a hitter. What a legend. We can see the finish line coming up ahead, folks. We're going to take a left-hand bend, kind of a 45-degree corner. Finishing line will be in sight. Ghent, Belgium. Check this course out. This is a banger. This is a banger and not a sausage. But it could be a sausage too. I love sausages. Coming up to the finish line here, folks. We can see the Belgian flags. Jeremy. Champion, dude. Champion. Let's bounce back because here's the race going off, folks. We're going to try to get the camera up high. We're with Kyle right now, 7 watts a kilo. Jose's going at 8. Jonathan's at 8. Jonathan's on the far right here. Let's stick with Jonathan. He won. He was the leader after 5 weeks of racing. 10 watts a kilo, folks. He's coming up on Jonathan's wheel. But look at this. Hugh is in the mix now. Hugh going for 2nd place. 3rd place, Jose Montero Oviedo, folks. So Jeremy, Hugh, Jose Montero Oviedo, Jonathan Bisson, Michael Brown, Joe Meyer, Kyle Fry. Nice job, dudes. Huge sprint finish. Epic. Epic stuff, guys. Now, I'm wondering what to do now. I'm kind of thinking we got Chris here coming in next, solo in 8th. Austin will be solo in 9th. These guys ain't going to stop now. I don't think there'll be any more mechanicals, no more people breaking chains, flat tires with no assistance. Should I jump out of this and go to C? I'm kind of thinking I might do that. Let me just take a look at the stream here, see what I can do. Because those guys will just be finishing 2. And I've always said community racing is where it's all about, folks. I know we've got our elite stuff. They're the best. That's what they do. But there's normal dudes. These guys aren't even normal. These guys are really good. But there's normal dudes racing in CCAT that are going to work all day, coming home, limited training time, and they're still banging it out too. So I'm thinking I got to give those boys some love. So that's what I'm going to do. Executive decision here. 7th will be Chris Evans. He's through now. Sorry, 8th will be Chris Evans. Austin Urch will get 9th. Great job, Austin. I think he's coming around the final corner now. Yes, he is. And, okay, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to stick around for top 10. And then I'm jumping. We got Daniel Nussbauer, Dave Garge, Dave, and Jamie Dumper here. 2 of these riders, Dave and Daniel, have both reached out to me. So when I saw them there battling for the 10th position here, it's coming up, folks. I thought, I got to stick around for these guys. These guys are my bros. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. So we'll all we're going to do is when we're done here, once we know 10th, 11th, and 12th place, menu out, I jump back in, I try to find the men's C because they'll be finishing very quick. So these guys, still 900 meters to go. Okay, guys, I'm sticking to my guns. This is what we're doing. Sticking to my guns. And then we'll jump into C and hope that the C guys are just a few minutes behind and I can cover them too. So hopefully this works out. We got a great bunch of other riders coming in still too behind this. We've got, we got 4 riders here. I forgot, I saw Super J. Jamie Dumper, Canadian. Super J, American. Daniel from Germany. And Dave Garge. 600 meters to go. Then we got Andre coming in next with Albert Chan. Albert's messaged me multiple times on YouTube. Guys, I appreciate it. Any attention to my channel helps. My channel's growing like crazy right now. I don't know why. My wife asked me, she goes, what's going on? I think I hit 25,000 subscribers a couple days ago. Too bad I'm not making any money doing it. That's the reality. Okay, folks, here's Daniel, Jamie at the front right now. Jamie's going from a long way out here. Huge sprint. Dave Garge coming in at 11 watts a kilo, matching Jamie. Jamie's trying to ramp it up. Oh my, look at Super J here. Super J coming. I think Dave just held it. Dave gets it, 10th place. Super J in 11th. Jamie Dumper in 12th. And yes, dude. Very good. I love it. And Daniel. Daniel in 13th place there. So they all finished together, guys, within a second of each other. We're going to ditch. Guys, thank you so much for the incredible racing. I'd love to cover more. My whoosh. My whoosh executives. Right here. If you need my number, I'll put it in the chat even. So what we're gonna do? So Echelon, guys, I just have to. Ooh, it's absolutely shut on me. Is it really shut on me? Oh no, I get it. Men's Cat C. Okay, I'm allowed to do this. Men's Echelon Cat C. This should still be going on. If I'm in the wrong event, I'm gonna have to ditch out, guys. So yeah, we're loading Ghent in right now, and I do know a few of the riders here, and unfortunately I couldn't cover them enough. So what do we got going on here? We got some popping going on. John Jairo Calderon, first place at the moment. This dude, Jacques Rusinik, dude, whoever you are, I know you're from back east, Canadian. I might have sent your friend a Facebook request. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Might have just messaged you. We got Andres Londano. So we will finish. We'll see first place here. So this is for Cat C, men's Cat C, which is a great event as well. We don't have a lot. Hey, this dude, Willie Van Sevenant. Great stuff. This guy lives. Willie lives just south of me. Let's say Masters rider for sure. Not a young gun, but solid seasoned cyclist. That's for sure. So it looks like John Jairo Calderon from Colombia has a nice gap over Jacques right now. They're on the same straightaway though. Hard left coming up at the statue. The guy leaning on his bike, flexing his quads. Yep, that's what I'd be doing. And you can see here, Jacques is coming up to the exact same statue right now. So there's the dude flexing his legs. Yep, showing off. Love it. Then we've got Dominic Barnes riding here with Andres Londano, I guess, Andrew Billing, and Bo. I've seen Bo before as well. Willie finds himself riding solo. This dude, Kishumaru Dulnoan, seen him as well. John Slaughter, coming up one of the bumps, probably the last bump of the day. Dave Morgan and Dominic Rossetto. So let's stick around here with these guys. We got the popping going on. We're not riding on water. This is my machine trying to catch up. Tunes in the mix. I thought you said you were covering the OMG. Yeah, Penelope, that was my original plan. I did post something. Yeah, Jennifer, great race. Elsie Galagos needs more caffeine. Yeah, I've been up forever. I probably need my second pot of coffee today, guys. Woke up at 3:35 thinking about this event. And folks, we've got Jose through. Sorry, we've got Jean Jairo Calderon done. Jacques done. I actually missed the finish there. Here they are. 1-2 right here. They were only 10 seconds apart, it looks like. Here comes the crew. 900 meters out. Yeah, Penelope, my plan was to do that. And then I was sitting there yesterday, sometime through the day, I'm like, oh my. Like, I'm triple booked. So, I was going to do the OMG World Tour. In my mind, it was done. And then I'm like, oh, why do I have a group ride scheduled at 7 a.m.? I'll never be able to get to it in time. Was it 7? Oh, I had a shorter group ride plan, like 30K. I called it the not long group ride. Coming around the corner, guys, at the statue again. Quads flexing. Hitters, here we go. 4-up sprint coming up, folks. 600 meters out. Then I realized, oh, that's why I did the 30K ride, because I got time before the OMG event. And then I'm like, well, wait a second. Echelon is at 7:45. So had to cancel OMG, had to cancel my group ride, because I'm a man of my word, and I was committed to doing all of Echelon. And again, I appreciate them having me here. Guys, going in next, Andres, Andrew, Bo. Okay, yeah, we've got... Okay, some of the riders aren't showing up here, which is quite funny to me right now. We got Andrew Billing here. Oh, sorry. Those are the guys left out. Okay, guys, I always get the script. Bo attacking from a long ways out, folks. Going with 300 meters to go. Bo might have just caught them sleeping, folks. Bo caught them sleeping. Andre's coming next. Ooh, dude, 13 watts a kilo there for a second. And Dominic with Andrew in pursuit. Wow. Nice sprint, dude. Yeah, that dude was pushing 12.8 watts per kilo there. Okay, so what was going on there? I'm looking on my whoosh. We got overall over here. Riders like John Jairo Calderon, Jacques, they've already left the event. They're gone. But so like Dominic shows up as in first place here. He's the number one rider on the course right now, but Dominic finishes 5th overall. It just means there's riders that have already like jumped out of the event. They finished, cooled down for 30 seconds, and they've jumped out already. Maybe they're riding a different course altogether at this point. So that's our top 6 right now. You can see them here. These are the 4 riders that just finished sprinting together. They're showing up as 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And then we got Willie Van Sevenant coming in. Just going to read my chat here for a second. Tuden's leaving me some interesting comments here. Yeah, so sorry, Penelope. I'm missing that one today. I may be doing the next OMG one at a really weird time. I noticed that the 3:15 UK time race tomorrow for OMG Stage 2, which is the, what is it? The Chima de Lavaredo Brutal Climb, folks. Brutal Climb. That's Stage 2. The main time event for me has got what I would consider a poor turnout. The good time event is at 2:30 in the morning for me, folks. That would be 9:30 in the morning, UK time, as I call it. Your boy, is probably getting up to cover that. So I'm going to shift my day. I've got a good schedule coming up today. Getting Joey Jojo out of the house. That's my wife. Getting her moving. She's got cabin fever extreme. We live way out in the country. We're going to head into town. We're going to pick up a juicy pizza for me. Joey doesn't even eat food anymore. Probably why she's lost so much weight. Looks so good. And I think she feels it too. And she's not doing her hair dyeing anymore. She's not doing her dumb eyelashes anymore. Or maybe fingernails once in a while. Ladies, you do your thing. Yeah, so we're going to get out of the house, adjust my day, go to bed extra early after I do the chores. I got to ride too. Willie Van Seven coming in, and I'm sticking with Willie. Local guy to me. Probably lives, he's down in Okotoks. Willie, I can get to downtown Calgary in 55 minutes from my house. I think it's 76 kilometers, but a bit of traffic. Bitch, if I took the circle route, the Stony Trail roundabout, I can probably be in Okotoks in, what do you think, like an hour and 20? Something like that. So we're kind of bros. We're kind of neighbors. So Willie finishing next here. And after that, guys, I'm going to end up jumping out so I can get my day started. Like I said, my fitness levels are declining bad because I'm not riding enough anymore. We'll go through the list of who's going to end up finishing here. There's, B guys are great. C guys are great too. That's what I keep saying. I'm going to keep holding the phone up. My whoosh, call me anytime. I'm available. Community racing is fantastic. Some of these dudes here, they could be working 12 hours a day. They're working 12-hour day jobs. They're dads. Some of these dudes are grandfathers. They put on awesome battles, awesome fights. My other racing I cover too, some of the best fights are not at the very front. They're really good, don't get me wrong. But I see weird battles for like 38th place. 4 guys like absolutely killing each of themselves for essentially nothing, just for the glory, which is what it's all about. So I like to focus on community guys. And I've said before, it's all about the community. It's all about the community riders. Sip of water here. No community, no product. That's the way it is. The community, they're the guys buying the season pass. The community, they're the guys buying the super cool cosmetics. I want super cool cosmetics. Seasons pass for my whoosh is coming out here. Actually, we're watching Keisha Maru Dolnoan. He's been in the YouTube before. Tuden wants to know what are my thoughts about his icy outdoor rides. Tuden, I don't ride outside. I used to when I went to university. I was that guy that I parked my car, ruined my car insurance policy because I just said, I'm done driving. And of course, when I went to get a car insurance policy later, they just jacked up the rates because I was a threat. I just parked my car and canceled my insurance. I rode every day of the year to university, Calgary weather too. We're talking minus 30, minus 35. Probably crashed every second day. But, I was riding my vintage, it would be so vintage now, hardtailed Rocky Mountain mountain bike. That's what I rode bike back then. Throughout the winters, backpack on. The backpack probably saved me a lot because I'd fall on my back. And again, all slow speed crashes on ice. Because I knew when I was going to crash. I'm like, I'm crashing right now. I'm crashing. Then I'd have all my gear, change into shorts, be that dude at university, walk around in shorts at minus 35. Best part of the day, getting back into that wet gear to do the ride home. Loved it. Yeah, Tuden's got some nice comments here about his outside riding. He's got his heated underwear. Tuden, when are you racing here? Tuden, you need to come race here. Drop some watts over here. Great racing. Join some community events. Okay, riders, what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to ditch out of here now. Great racing by everyone. Congrats to everyone that raced. This concludes the Echelon Racing League series here on my whoosh. I think I'll be back. Folks. So I appreciate everyone taking your time to watch. Just looking at the last comments here. And, supporting the channel. All that kind of good stuff. Inside Cycling World. We're little. It's me. We have no sponsors. There's a few backers. I'm looking to get more backers on Buy Me a Coffee, folks. just so that I can do more commentary. So it's kind of like, I don't know. How do you look at it? Support my commentary so I can do more commentary. Make sense? I hope so. I'm going to jump, folks. Lots to do around here. Bike rides, getting out of the house, trying to have a life. I'll be back soon. See you, folks.